Folks, this is the Fantasy Trip, designed by Steve Jackson and published in 1980 by Metagaming. The Fantasy Trip has its roots in Melee from 1977 and Wizard from 1978. Both are standalone combat games featuring either arms and armor or spells and wizardry. But in 1980, Metagaming publisher Howard Thompson would, in contravention of Steve Jackson's wishes, publish the Fantasy Trip, the unified RPG based on these systems, as 4 separate products. When Steve Jackson left Metagaming to form Steve Jackson Games, Metagaming would not sell him the Fantasy Trip for anything resembling a reasonable price. Many of the concepts and mechanics that we saw in the various products for the Fantasy Trip would eventually make an appearance in Steve Jackson's GURPS. Rights to the Fantasy Trip were reacquired by Steve Jackson in 2017. There was a successful Kickstarter to follow up on that, and now there's a huge, elaborate new edition available, which is pretty much the same game as they saw in the late 70s and early 80s.